It is Motivation Monday. This morning's fitness routine is a grueling combination of deadlifts and hinges. So let's waste no time and send it over to Motivation Monday fill-in Mauricio Rodriguez and Eric. Thanks for joining us, Eric. I know, Mauricio, you also are going to give us a quick check at the traffic as well.
Yeah, that's right, Stacy. As you see, Highway 101 southbound at the S-curve is now starting to move. There was a cop that blocked all 3 lanes, preventing people from going on the S-curve. Now it's finally starting to move. No word yet what happened. I don't think there were any accidents. Maybe there was something on the roadway that they had to clear up, possible debris, but traffic is finally starting to flow a little bit more smoothly this morning in Santa Barbara at the S-curve, Highway 101 southbound. I'm joined right now by Eric, and you're going to show us hinges and deadlifts,
yes,
correct?
Yes, hinges and deadlifts. A lot of times the first thing that I'll teach a client or someone learning exercise for the first time is how to do a hinge properly, because a lot of times it's such an important movement, and we pick things off the ground, we do it every day, and so to do this movement is such a to learn it is very, very important. And it's great if you sit down at a desk all day. I'm sure a little thing to do: stand up, do it, so we can get our body feeling better throughout the day.
Okay, perfect. Right. So how does it go?
So the first thing we're going to do for this hinge is you want to stand with a nice even stance. You want to drive your hips back, your butt back as far as you can, keeping your torso, let it come forward, get a stretch to your hamstring. So weight's going to be back in your heels, driving back, get that stretch, and then you're going to squeeze, stand right back on up. The hamstring stretch is very key. When I drive back, I want to feel that. I don't want to hinge from my back, so I don't want to round my back at any point. I don't want to round forward or extend up. I want to keep this all neutral, and I want to drive my butt back, get that hamstring stretch, squeeze my glutes, stand right back on up. And then for someone who's at a desk all day, I want to drive back, bring my shoulder blades down and back, and then externally rotate, really helping reverse anything that I sit down in a chair all day, really help that. So getting that movement down, working that will really help that desk movement, getting those hinges. And then when you work on the hinges, then you can add a weight and it becomes a deadlift. So same movement. I'm going to drive my hips back, my torso stays straight, drive back in those hamstrings, squeeze straight on back on up. Really good for the back half of the body. So that's going to be your hamstrings, glutes, and that whole back complex.
So how many sets or reps should you do?
Well, if I'm working on just hinges, I really want to kind of get maybe in between 10 to 20, working that nice good smooth movement. If I'm adding weight, it depends how much weight you're using. So if you want to go, this is a 25-pound weight, you can really go anywhere between 10 and 20 with this amount of reps. If once you get better and better at it, you can people deadlift hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and that might be a single rep or two like a max rep, but you're it depends on the weight, how many reps you want to do.
Now, is this also a good exercise for people who are always on their feet, like waiters, waitresses, nurses? Yes,
a lot of times, because our legs get we're always staying on a position, they get really tight, or they get really stiff in that process. So a lot of times people always complain about tight hamstrings. Well, deadlift is a really good thing, because when you do the movement, when I really push back, I'm getting a stretch in my hamstrings. They're active though. It's an active stretch because I'm holding that weight up and it's holding up the stability of my body, but I'm actually lengthening them. So I'm strengthening my hamstring in a lengthened position, which is going to help kind of unlock that. So if I'm up on my feet all day, we really get tight in those areas. It helps kind of create the body and movements and let our muscles move, and not just stiff, like just standing position.
Well, thank you so much, Eric. And that's your Motivation Monday. Stacy, back to you.